Inside Jill Duggar's life since leaving reality TV behind. Jill Dillard née Duggar, widely known for her large family and their TLC show, 19 Kids and Counting, plus the 2015 spin-off with her sister Jessa Duggar, Counting On, has experienced quite the personal journey since stepping back from the Duggar family's very public life. After distancing herself from her parents, Jim, Bob and Michelle Duggar, especially after her older brother Josh Duggar's arrest, Jill and her husband, Derek Dillard, have put their focus on raising their 3 sons, Israel, Samuel, and Frederick. In 2023, Jill released her second book, Counting the Cost, where she dropped several bombshells about her life growing up in a very strict, IBLP Institute of Basic Life Principles household with Jim, Bob and Michelle. One major revelation included that her father tricked her into signing a contract with the TV network without adequately explaining what she was getting into. In April 2024, the couple shared a joint post on Instagram that informed their followers that they had suffered a heartbreaking loss of their stillborn daughter Isla Marie. Jill was 4 months pregnant when they found out that their baby had died in utero. Later that month, the couple held a small memorial to honor Isla Marie shortly after her passing, though it is not clear if the rest of her family or her parents were present. Later that year in November, Jill revealed her home in Arkansas was mere miles away from some tornadoes that devastated the area. She hid in a reinforced closet in her house along with her kids, as she showed in a post on the app. The photos included her and her children wearing helmets and stress-eating snacks as they waited for the natural hazard to pass. While their home was unscathed, the couple shared messages of gratitude and reassured their followers on social media that everyone in their family was safe. Jill shared that same month that she has been making an effort to rebuild her relationship with her family and parents during an Instagram Q&A. She told her followers, "I feel like we are in a rebuilding phase now, with healthy boundaries still in place." She has previously revealed that she remains close with her cousin Amy Duggar King, as well as some of her siblings, but she continues to distance herself from her past. Jill Duggar, one of the stars of the popular reality TV series 19 Kids and Counting and its spin-off Counting On, made headlines in recent years as she distanced herself from the spotlight and took a step back from the reality television world. Known for her upbringing in a strict, conservative Christian household, Jill's journey post-reality TV has been nothing short of transformative. Her decision to leave the reality TV world and pursue a life outside the public eye has sparked much interest and speculation. In this article, we take an in-depth look at Jill Duggar's life since she left reality TV behind, examining her personal growth, family dynamics, and how she has navigated life beyond the cameras. A departure from the cameras. Jill Duggar, who rose to fame as a member of the Duggar family on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting, which aired from 2008 to 2015, was always known for her quiet demeanor and strong sense of family loyalty. The Duggar family's life, rooted in traditional values and a commitment to homeschooling and church, became a central focus of the show. Jill, alongside her siblings, became a household name as she and her family's life was documented for millions of viewers to see. However, after more than a decade in the limelight, Jill decided to step away from the cameras in 2017, marking a significant shift in her personal and professional life. Jill's decision to leave Counting On, the spin-off show that continued the Duggar family's story after the cancellation of 19 Kids and Counting, was not a sudden one. Over the years, Jill had grown increasingly frustrated with the way her life and story were portrayed on television. The pressure of living under the constant scrutiny of the public eye and navigating the demands of reality TV had taken a toll on her mental health, as she later revealed in interviews. One of the major factors that led to Jill's departure was her desire for more autonomy in her personal life and family decisions. In particular, Jill and her husband, Derek Dillard, had been openly critical of the show's producers, especially regarding the way their storylines were manipulated. Jill, who had always been portrayed as the sweet, obedient daughter of Jim Bob Duggar, began to express more independence in her thinking and choices. This shift ultimately led to her leaving the show, in search of a more private and balanced life. Building a family and navigating new roles. Since leaving reality TV behind, Jill Duggar has focused on building a family and creating a life away from the cameras. In 2014, Jill married Derek Dillard, a former missionary and law student, in a ceremony that was broadcast to millions of viewers. Their marriage has been a central part of Jill's journey post-reality TV, and the couple now has 2 children, a son, Israel, born in 2015, and a younger son, Samuel, born in 2017. Jill has spoken openly about her decision to prioritize her family over fame. She and Derek have chosen to live outside of the public eye, and much of their time is spent focusing on their children and personal interests. However, the couple has also shared glimpses of their life on social media, allowing their fans to keep up with their journey in a more private and controlled way. Jill has embraced her role as a mother, often sharing about the joys and challenges of motherhood on her Instagram account. In contrast to her early years in the spotlight, where her role as a dutiful daughter took center stage, Jill now appears to find fulfillment in nurturing her own family and taking charge of her personal and professional life. Her children, Israel and Samuel, have become central figures in her online presence, with Jill sharing sweet moments and milestones from their lives, allowing her followers to see a side of her life that was previously hidden from view. A shift toward advocacy and education. Since leaving the show, Jill Duggar has increasingly focused on causes that are important to her and her family. One of the most notable areas she has become involved in is advocacy for survivors of abuse, particularly in the context of religious communities. Jill, who grew up in a family that was publicly associated with the ultra-conservative Institute in Basic Life Principles (IBLP), has been outspoken about the challenges she faced growing up under strict religious teachings. She has since distanced herself from some of the controversial practices associated with the IBLP and has worked to support individuals who have experienced spiritual and emotional abuse within similar communities. Jill has shared her story of overcoming the difficulties she faced growing up in a high-profile family and navigating the pressures of her upbringing. She has been particularly vocal about her efforts to heal from the trauma caused by strict religious teachings that she believes were damaging. As part of her advocacy work, Jill has used her platform to raise awareness of the impact of toxic religious environments on individuals' mental and emotional health. In addition to her advocacy work, Jill has focused on education. Both Jill and Derek have expressed their desire to raise their children in a more balanced and healthy environment, one that allows for more freedom of thought and self-expression. Jill has openly discussed her decision to take a more liberal approach to her children's education, choosing to homeschool them while incorporating lessons from a wide variety of perspectives. Her commitment to her children's education, including teaching them critical thinking skills and promoting a broad understanding of the world, stands in stark contrast to the more restrictive educational practices she was subjected to as a child. A newfound voice and independence. One of the most significant changes in Jill Duggar's life since leaving reality TV has been her newfound voice and independence. For years, Jill was often seen as the quiet, dutiful daughter who followed the rules set by her parents, especially her father, Jim Bob Duggar. However, over time, Jill has become more vocal about her personal beliefs and choices, which has led to a noticeable shift in how she is perceived both by the public and her family. In interviews, Jill has discussed the ways in which her relationship with her family has changed since leaving the show. While she still maintains a relationship with her parents and siblings, she has made it clear that she no longer feels bound by the strict rules and expectations that governed her childhood. Jill's decision to embrace a more liberal worldview, which includes questioning some of the conservative religious teachings she was raised with, has caused tension with certain family members, particularly her father, Jim Bob. Jill has been open about the fact that her decision to leave Counting On and pursue a life outside the show led to some rifts within the family, but she has also emphasized her desire to maintain a healthy relationship with her loved ones. In addition to her relationship with her family, Jill has also been candid about her own personal growth and self-discovery. She has spoken about the difficulties of living in the public eye for so long, especially as a young woman who was not always able to make decisions for herself. Leaving the show has allowed Jill to reclaim her autonomy and explore her own interests, which has included pursuing new career opportunities and building her own identity outside of the shadow of her famous family. Jill's social media presence, a new chapter. Since stepping away from reality television, Jill Duggar has embraced social media as a way to connect with her followers and share more of her life on her own terms. Unlike the heavily curated and scripted content that was often seen on the Duggar family's reality TV shows, Jill's social media presence is more authentic and personal. She shares candid moments from her everyday life, including time spent with her family, her thoughts on motherhood, and her advocacy work. Jill's Instagram account has become a place where she can share her journey as a wife, mother, and advocate. Her posts often reflect her commitment to living a balanced life, one that includes both faith and personal growth. Jill has also used her platform to highlight causes that are close to her heart, including supporting survivors of abuse and advocating for changes in the way religious communities handle issues of power and control. While Jill has remained relatively low-key in terms of her public appearances, her social media presence has allowed her to maintain a connection with her fans. Many followers have praised her for her honesty and vulnerability, especially when it comes to her struggles and triumphs as a mother and individual. Jill's social media updates are filled with positive messages of hope, healing, and growth, and she has become a source of inspiration for many who admire her strength and resilience. Looking ahead, Jill Duggar's future. As Jill Duggar continues to navigate life outside of reality TV, she has made it clear that her journey is far from over. While she has stepped away from the public spotlight, her personal evolution and commitment to living an authentic life are key themes in her ongoing story. Her focus on family, education, advocacy, and independence marks a new chapter in her life, one that is defined by her ability to make decisions for herself and her loved ones. Jill's journey post-reality TV has not been without its challenges, but she continues to show strength and determination as she builds a life that aligns with her own values. Whether it's through her advocacy work, her family-focused lifestyle, or her social media presence, Jill Duggar's life after counting on is one of personal growth and empowerment. As she moves forward, fans of Jill and her family are eager to see what the future holds. Whether she continues to advocate for change, pursue new career opportunities, or simply enjoy life with her husband and children, Jill Duggar's story is a testament to the power of reclaiming one's narrative and forging a path outside of the confines of fame and expectation.